Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today's video is called How to Upgrade Your PC the TechSimplified Way. Basically what I've done here is I've taken inspiration from the Ginger 6 PC we looked at a couple of months back. The link will be up here, because I did say at the time that the PC did need specific upgrades in my opinion, and I did say them upgrades would be quite crucial for future-proofing that particular PC. So what I've done is I've went and built this PC right here and put in some certain upgrades so far to enable us to upgrade it to its full potential, and I'm going to be showing you how to do it my way, the TechSimplified way. Okay, so that's no BS, no wallet busting crap, so let's get into it. Okay, so take you around the PC. It is exactly the same spec with the 8 gig memory, the 2400G, the hard drive, everything like that. The only difference is the motherboard. As you can see, this is the B350F gaming motherboard from Acer. Okay, I've chosen this because it is more future proof, because it allows me to put obviously one, more RAM in, and two, it supports an M.2 drive and would be ideal for this project. Well, after about 3 or 4 minutes of booting up, we're finally on the desktop and it's actually ready to use now. So happy days. I do definitely think we're going to need one of these upgrades. I'm not sure which one we're going to be doing first, whether it be the RAM memory or the SSD, but it does need a little tiny bit of help. But let's see what this actually does as it is now, see if it's any different from the PC that we got from Ginger 6. So to get a really good reading on how this system performs, let's try it out in Firestrike. Okay, so watching this scene, it is a little bit stuttery. You can see a little bit of the odd graphics tearing every now and again. Let's just see what the score is, and then we can make up our mind from there. Well, that's a lot better than what I thought it would have been. That's a respectable score of 2196, which isn't bad at all, but I do definitely think we still need that upgrade. But we'll test out in a couple of games and see where we go from there. So as you can see, we're getting around the mid 30s FPS mark. With less things going on, you can get anything up to around about the 40. As you can see now, it's slowly creeping up there, but it's definitely playable. The odd screen tearing here and there, but it's nothing really to complain about, to be fair. So loading up one of my favorite games, Rocket League, setting it 1080p on quality settings. As you can see, let's give it a roll. Okay, so unfortunately this game doesn't have an FPS counter, so I can't tell you exactly what we're hitting, but it is very smooth and I'm getting very minimal stutter. So to say it's unplayable would definitely be unfair, because it is definitely playable. So happy days. So moving on to the next game, which I absolutely love testing as well, Formula 1 2015. Put it on 1080p settings, and let's go down to the advanced and stick to low and see how everything goes, because this game, believe it or not, can be quite demanding. So let's leave it on low and see how we go. Okay, so in-game racing, it isn't bad. I wouldn't say it's terrible either. A little bit of screen tearing, and a little bit of graphical stutter, but overall it's not a bad experience. It's definitely playable at 1080p on low settings, that's for sure. Well, that was a lot of fun. As you can tell, I've lost track of the time. It's starting to get quite dark now, but I have decided to upgrade the memory. Okay, yes, I can buy another 8GB stick of exactly the same memory, but it wouldn't quite do the job. The reason being is the memory will still be 2400 Hertz, but it will just be more of it. So it wouldn't be too much, wouldn't be very effective of an upgrade. So what I've decided to do is to go out and buy this. This is Viper Gaming RAM from BeQuiet. Okay, this particular set is 16GB of GDDR4 at 3000 megahertz. So not only am I upgrading from the 8GB to 16, I'm also increasing the speed of the RAM memory, which will make it more effective of an upgrade. Okay, This set will set you back around the 175 to 180 pound mark, or obviously depends on what country you're in, but it'll be more beneficial to upgrade to a kit like this. Okay, so we're going to stick it in and then rerun the games and see what we get. So right now we're just going to upgrade the memory. I do apologize about the sound. I don't actually have my mic plugged in. So what you need to do is make sure the power cable's disconnected. Up here you have a little tiny tab. Just press it back towards the motherboard and it will allow you to pull this straight out. Okay, so just put that to one side, and here we need to install the new kit. So you do have little notches on here, and you do have little notches in the motherboard itself. Okay, so you need to match these notches up just to make sure that nothing goes wrong during the installation. What I tend to find is this label, the sticker, tends to face towards the back of the computer, mostly on on many different RAMs. Okay, so you line it up in the slot there, line it up in the top, and just gently push the bottom till it clicks, and then the top. Okay, and then the same again for the next slot. So in the bottom, in the top, push the bottom until it clicks, and then the top, like so. And then you put the power back in and then turn it on. Happy days. Okay, with the PC now up and running, I can confirm that we are now have 16 GB of RAM installed in this computer. I would like to point out as well, the way APUs work, because it's like the graphics processor and the processor in one chip. Okay, the system uses X amount of RAM memory to use to power the graphics. Okay, so when we had in 8 before, it was only using 1 GB. Now we have 16. It's now dedicated 2 GB to the RAM, so that is effectively a 2 GB graphics card now in there. So happy days. I wonder if it's going to perform any better. Well, so far so good. We are seeing the odd tear here and there, but overall, as you can see, it's a lot smoother, and you can see a little bit more detail, which shows that the upgrade was definitely worthwhile. Well, for at least for Firestrike anyway. But we'll wait and see what the scores say, shall we? Holy crap, look at that score. It's jumped up to 3,572 points in Firestrike. That just goes to show that that was the right upgrade to go. So if you've got a system like this, boost it up to 16 GB of faster memory, go from like 24 to 3000 memory, and you're going to literally almost double your score. Very, very happy with that. Okay, so jumping back into Fortnite with 1080p for the 3D resolution, and all on high. So let's see if it makes a difference. Well guys, as you can see, there is definitely a graphical improvement. We are hitting over 30 FPS, and it is on 1080p high detail settings. So there is definitely an improvement just by upgrading the memory. So let's move on to the next game. Well, straight off the bat, I can see that the picture detail is much better. And it actually is running very smooth as well. Get in, goal straight away, woohoo! Well, no screen tearing, that is a very good sign. Oops. Ah, no! Well, this is even more playable. It was actually, I would definitely say it was playable before, but this is just silky smooth now. Not perfect, because I would still obviously like to play it with a bit more detail, but for a budget esports computer, you really can't go wrong. So happy days. So jumping back onto F1 2015, see if it performs any better, because the last time we did have a lot of screen tearing and a lot of juttering as well. So let's give that a try. I think I'm coming down with a bit of a sore throat now. Too much talking. Well, straight off the bat here, it does seem like there is a bit of a difference. It seems to be smoother on the actual gameplay. No tearing or anything so far. So it's an improvement. It's just a shame we can't get the settings up to medium. But on the other games, fantastic results so far. But like I said previously, this game is actually quite demanding. And that's one of the reasons why I chose this game to be part of this video series for you. So far, so good. And all the detail, I don't know whether you can pick this up on the camera, but all the detail in the buildings, etc. seem to be a lot clearer. They were slightly blurred out when having the 8 gig of RAM in here. So definitely worth the upgrade. Well, after a late night last night and plenty of testing, we now have a complete conclusion for you. Okay, the 2400G can run on 8 gigabytes of generic RAM. Okay, and yes, you will be able to upgrade it to 16. However, it is not going to be very effective. Okay, but if you were to do what I did, and what I strongly suggest, is upgrading to 16 gigabytes of faster, like 3000 megahertz or higher, you are going to see massive benefits, as we did see here before. Okay guys, so all of the links for the products that was shown in today's video will be in the description below. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't, and why not subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. So until then, take care and goodbye.